talking about your relationship with money is sort of a taboo subject. It conjures up all sorts of ideas like, how can I make more money? How can I make it stick? So in this episode of Fearless and Power Tube, I'm going to tell you exactly why it's important and how you can improve your relationship with money today. Welcome to another episode of Fearless and Power Tube. If you're new to the channel, I'm Sharon Koenig of fearlesspursuits.com. I talk about all things online entrepreneurship, intentional living, and mindset. And if you are coming back to the channel, welcome back. So in today's episode, we're going to be talking about how you can improve your relationship with money and why you should. So first off, we start thinking about this taboo subject about having a relationship with money. After all, it's not something that we talk about on a daily basis. But I want to challenge you to perk your ears up and start thinking in a different way. Because we realize in our society and many other cultures that we are not really addressing what the actual situations are and problems that we have with money. So with the idea of intentional living, we realize as online entrepreneurs, we are more obsessed with making more money and making sure that it sticks. So it can be a little woo-woo sometimes when we're talking about making money stick. So I can think of entrepreneurs who have made lots of money only to have it all disappear. Poof, it just disappears. Well, they just didn't manage it right. That's probably what you're thinking, right? But it goes much deeper than that. There's a whole psychology around this. And we think about gurus like Robert Kiyosaki, who talks about how it is that we can win this game of becoming financially free. And as entrepreneurs and wanting intentional living, isn't that what we're all after? So we realize that being an entrepreneur is the way, it's the path to our success. Or if you're not necessarily the type of individual to be an entrepreneur, but you want to have more money in your life, then you want to start thinking about investments. And this is the way that we can make money stick to us. But it's all about our relationship with money to make sure that we're earning it and it sticks. So I want to liken your relationship with money to a lover. That's right, a lover. Somebody that you love and adore. When you start thinking about that very special person in your life, how is it that you are nurturing that relationship? You pay attention to that relationship, right? And this is what we need to do with money. So there's so many people, and especially women, who make a decision that they're not good at handling money. So what do? They let all their bills just slide, and sometimes they don't pay their bills on time, their credit suffers, and they end up not being able to manage their money and investing their money in stocks or other things like that so that it can grow. And this is because they have a fear around money. They feel like they're not good enough. They feel like they can't manage it. They're not smart enough. So what we're talking about here is a whole different mentality, right, that comes along with managing your money. This relationship with your money is so important. If you are that type of person who is feeling fear around managing money, you realize that you're not really going to have it stick to you. You're not really going to be able to make this money grow. When we think about improving our relationship with money, one of the first things I think about is respecting it. Like that relationship with your lover. You respect your lover, your beautiful, heart-centered relationship with that one special person. And when that respect leaves the relationship, that's when the relationship goes downhill and fast. That's no way for you to feel empowered in that relationship. And money is no different. As I said, it gets kind of woo-woo, but when you start thinking about the psychology of respecting your money, what does that really look like? Well, in a tangible world, it means that you're paying your bills on time. It means that you're managing it so that it can grow. It means that you're nurturing it and really caring for it. Now, I have researched a lot of financially successful people who are making millions of dollars. And what they say about money is that you really need to make peace with the past. You need to actually forgive any of the bad that you've ever experienced. So if you ever had any negative feelings around money, or maybe you were poor growing up, which I was, and you start thinking that money is bad, or maybe it's a religious thing, or maybe your family has taught you that money is bad, then you have a negative feeling towards money. You need to make peace with that and love money. And loving money is not a bad thing. It's not neither spiritual or not in one way or another. It is just energy. Money is just energy. It's just a piece of paper, and it's nothing for you to feel spiritual about or otherwise. It's something for you to just use as a tool. It's a resource for us in order to create the lifestyle for ourselves and our family, and for those causes that are near and dear to our heart. Just like any love relationship that you've got, any sort of romance, you want to prioritize your relationship with it, right? When you think about that special love, you want to make sure that you have time with them so that you can nurture that relationship. After all, how are you ever going to be able to make that relationship grow, especially through the hard times? You must prioritize that relationship, and money is no different. When we start thinking about all of our hopes and dreams that we have for our future in our mind's eye, all of those goals that I hope you're writing down, we realize that in order to achieve those goals, we actually have to prioritize our finances. And in this way, we realize that we really must have a much better relationship with money. So I hope that you're going to sit down once a month and prioritize your finances. Spending time and celebrating all of the love and the blessings that you have in your life with the people in your life is so incredibly important. But do we think the same for our money? Our relationship with money really depends upon how much we can celebrate what we have. Even if you're down to your last $5, be grateful that you have that $5 to be able to do what it is you want to do. Now, someone like myself who has been very poor, I've been homeless, and I know what it feels like to not have anything, to be eating out of garbage cans. It's something that when money comes into your life, you don't live in a scarcity mindset. You live in a grateful mindset. It's really important for us to celebrate every bit of money that we have. Important to celebrate it as a resource so that we can go out and do the things that we can do. It's really quite magical when you do that and you realize that you always have more than enough money. Money always comes to us. It always seems to flow in our lives when we are grateful for it, when we're not living in a scarcity mindset. While it takes two to tango in a relationship, in other words, you have to do the work and your partner has to do the work in the relationship, both equally, 100%. You have to meet each other in the middle, giving all that you've got to make that relationship grow. Now, your money cannot do that on its own because it is only energy, but you can definitely do that. So what I would like for you to do is to change your story around money. So what you need to do is to stop all of the negative stories that you may have around money. Write down every single limiting belief that you have around money. There's not enough money. Money is bad. Whatever they are for you, write them all down. And then I want you to flip it around and come up with a whole new idea. There's always enough money. Money always flows in my life. Money is good. I can do so much with money. I can help the world. Rich people are always giving their money and helping great causes to make the world a better place. These are statements that you can make, and you need to change your story, whatever that story is. Now, I know that a lot of you are thinking that this is sort of woo-woo, but I can tell you with my studies of reading what millionaires are doing, this is exactly what they do. They do not live in a scarcity mindset. They're always thinking about how it is they can make more money so they can do more with it, and realize that, sure, some of them might be a little greedy, but they still are donating their money because of tax deductions. And what a wonderful society we live in, that they are giving their money, even though they're giving their money to get, which is not necessarily the most abundant place to be. Nonetheless, rich people know that they need to make more money so they can do the things they want to do, but also they're giving their money out to the world to make it a better place. So whatever your story is around money, try to turn it around and turn it into something more abundant for you. Now, I want you to start thinking about what I said before about being in gratitude. When you wake up every single day, start your day off with a gratitude of what it is you have. And I can tell you from not just my own personal experiences, but from my clients and my friends and family, when they incorporate this practice in their morning and at night when they go to bed, they notice that a transformation starts to happen in their life, not just around money, but around the people that come into their life and the experiences that they have in their life. Always start your day with gratitude and end your day with love. Now, I was talking earlier about women in particular and how their relationship isn't the most abundant. And it has a lot to do with, well, it has to do with a very feminine problem. And that feminine problem has more to do with their self-worth than anything. We realize that this does attack men, but not so much as it does for women, which is why I'm talking to you ladies out there. We realize that we have more confidence issues and self-worth issues than men do. That said, we need to work on that. So I want you to believe that yes, you deserve to have that money that you want, that extra $500 a month in your bank account, that extra $1,000 a month. Imagine what that would do to help you create the lifestyle that you want. But you deserve it. You've got to believe that what you are doing in your business is worthy, and that you are smart and you can do anything as long as you keep living your truth and being authentic. You can do and be anything, but you've got to believe first. And this is where that self-worth comes in. And we realize that our childhood, all of these experiences and events that happen in our life really contribute to the downfall of our confidence. So let's make peace with that and say that we are growing and we are moving past that and becoming a better person. Every single day you are practicing being that you in your mind's eye that is accomplishing those things that you've written down, all of those dreams that you want to come true. Your relationship with money really just comes down to belief. It comes down to self-worth. It comes down to how uncomfortable you are with managing it, and how uncomfortable you are with talking about it, how uncomfortable you are with creating it. The fact of the matter is, people are very fearful of creating money. They just believe that they can't do it. So there's belief and self-worth and fear, and all of this scarcity mindset means that money will not stick. Money won't even come into their life. You've got to release all of these things from your past, and you've got to believe. The question of the day is, where are you with your relationship with money today? Tell me here in the comment section below. I would love to hear where you are with that. If you have a really good relationship with money, maybe what some of your limiting beliefs are. Let's open up the discussion. Let's take the taboo off of the table and start creating a more abundant, financially free life. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in watching more videos about online entrepreneurship, intentional living, and mindset, be sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell so that you can get notified of fresh videos when I upload them. Thanks for watching. This is Sharon Koenig. I'm out.